Whoops. Oh, there you go. Recording, not paying attention to where you're driving. That's what you get. Yeah, right there in the center, I got it overlapped a little bit. Damn it. That's not the plow job that we're going for here, boys. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but look at that furrow. That's what we've been riding around in. I mean, now I'm slinging poo, but you guys know what I mean. If anybody's curious, that's what 4 tons per acre chicken shit looks like. You can see the distinct line up there where it's not spread. Getting it pretty even. Happy with it. I shouldn't have lines of yellow corn through my field anyhow. But I gotta keep after it here. It's starting to get dark and it's sprinkling on us. Got Bob over there running the disking it in. That way I don't lose all my yummy nitrogen. Alright, so this is what we got in this field. If you look here, I got about 6 inches of soil that I've been trying to work with over the past, this is the 6th year that I've had this field. So I've been trying to work with this top 6 inches of it. And I'm trying to go a little bit deeper this year to bring up a little bit of this clay and kind of get it working in and start working on that soil, because the more good topsoil I get, the better, obviously. As you can see, there's about 6 inches where I've been plowing, and about 8 inches now that I'm trying to go deeper. I'm actually trying to bring up a little bit more of the clay and try to get that, 8 inches of topsoil instead of just 4 inches of top, or 6 inches of topsoil. However, this clay never dries out. It needs tile in this field is the worst part of it, and it's pretty much all a hard pan. If that makes any sense. But this 7060 now, this thing is a beast. I'm gonna bring it back here. Up here where it's got a little bit better drainage, I guess. But anyway, it's drier up through there. It always has been down the side of the hill. Rather than on this face, it's kind of a flat spot with maybe a dip here. Water likes to sit right here. And about where I'm standing is a real, always wet and tough. And as you can see, no exception this year. And I tried to pull the plow up a little bit so I wasn't going 8 inches here. But yeah, that happened. Wasn't the funnest thing that I've ever had happen, because front end's off the ground when that sucker broke. Didn't come down too bad. It wasn't very far off the ground, let's put it that way. But yeah, that happened. So anywho, I'm waiting for, I don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm gonna unhook this thing and go get some bolts, I guess. Shit. And then I don't think we'll be using this plow in this field, because like I said, you wait until July and plow it and it's still gonna be like this. It's just how this red clay is, how it's always been since I've been farming it anyhow. So yeah, 5 bottom it is, and I'll get to spread manure. That's the plan. The old 301 7060. Love that thing. Using about half the fuel I would be with that 7060 and the 6 bottom. This field always pulls too hard. I better off just to let the 5-bottom plow it and spread manure. I'll get up close and personal, get you some better footage of that thing. The rear wheel was kind of doing what I wanted to do there, but it's because he was turning out of it. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Soil structure in this field sure has gotten better over the years. It's still, oh, you can see from the color, it's still clay, but it's actually not pure clay anymore. It's actually some dirt mixed in with that clay up there. So this is the last strip in this field, and then yeah, some swaps are going to happen with tractors and stuff, and we'll see where this leads us from here. Got some rain coming tomorrow, so I think we're going to get this field disced in and see what other plowing we can get done. But definitely got to switch gears and get this field disced in for sure, in which I'm going to want the 45 here with the duals on it to do that. So anyway, we'll see what happens. That tractor's just perfect for 5/16s. It always tells that plow what to do. As you can see, it does a nice job too. Well, let's get back to spreading manure. Blinging 2. The plow day went off without a hitch. You guys want to play Where is the Big Alice? One of my favorite games this time of year. That's the 7301 over there. You guys that don't know, the 7060 with the 301 engine in it. Going 5/16s. Plow day just got over, went off without a hitch like I said. But I've got 50 acres of rye that needs to be terminated. Whether it gets plowed down or disced, either way I need to kill it because it is starting to head out. And we got, pretty much looks like a whole week of rain. I won't be able to get back into the fields until next weekend sometime. So we're going to get it disced up here and wait and see what the weather does, I guess. See how far Bob gets before it gets dark. And hopefully he'll get this field completely done. And I'll get the other 2 done. So that's the plan here. We'll see how it works out. That'll do. If I can drive straight. That'll kill it. Stop taking nitrogen. And still got the option to turn it over if I want to, but we'll see what happens when that time comes. If there's a time crunch, it'll just get hit with the disc again and possibly plane it. We'll see. I like to turn it over because the pumps cause problems when you're cultivating. But like I said, the neighbors over here, their soybeans are already popping up, and I don't even have seed in the ground yet. Used to stress out about it, but we're not into June yet, so it's okay. That is awesome. Here, I get out and show you guys this rye. Yeah, just every once in a while you got a couple of them. Not a lot of them, but just a few of them are starting to head out. And that's no good. The field during plow day was more than this. So I'm happy that getting it killed now, because What a disaster that would have been. What a view is that, though? You don't get that in your big cities. I could soak this in for quite a while, but I gotta keep going. Isn't that funny? It's not enough you don't even notice it during the day, hardly. But at nighttime, sure, as soon as you turn them lights on, it's kind of annoying. With the plow, we got a thunderstorm on our tail, and I mean, we're just going to beat it the way it looks on the radar and the lightning behind us anyhow. I wanted to stay up and plow this, but then got to looking at the weather, and this ride had to get killed. I know I've said it before, but anyway, this must be pulling quite a bit easier this year, because he's got to be going about 5 miles an hour. Just chugging right along. Over here, it looks like it's plowing up nice. But we got plowed what we got plowed, and everything else is killed, so that's all that matters. I think that's the last couple of passes. So, way to go us. So yesterday I was told that I got to farm this year. Well, all right then. I guess we'll get to work. See how much we get done. He's gonna get stuck. I told you he was gonna get stuck. He'll be able to give himself all in the bucket, but just funny. Well, it looks a little bit different than it did the other day, huh? It's not farmable yet, but it's close. There's one, you see that piece of wood sticking up? That was a walnut tree that we could not get to come out. Walnut trees have one hell of a taproot. But anyway, it ended up breaking off. There's a lane over there. Hoping my brother can bring his excavator down here and dig that one out for me real quick. Should be a quick job for him to help me out. And then I believe that we're going to hook up the 4-bottom plow. Well, we already got hooked up to the 190. But most of these other, any bruts that were left are small enough that I'm hoping the plow will rip them up, rip them out. All we can do is see what happens. I'm sitting here waiting for this thing to warm up. Finally up the temp, I can get going. Let me tell you, it's like watching water boil when you're waiting for them to warm up in the morning. It just takes forever, it feels like. Swing around here. This is the setup that I'm running today. My Glencoe soil finisher and my DMI crumbler. We took the wings off of it. They are both 13 feet. It's working perfectly. Can't see very well out into the field, but it's turning the field really nice. I'll get you some footage when I'm going up through here. And at some point I'll show you the hitch that I welded on the back there. Kind of a cheap solution, but it works. So there's before. And there's after. By the time the planter comes through that, tills up the seed bed, that's going to be just perfect. Makes me happy. Laid everything out nice and level. You can see how much it's breaking up compared to clumps to small clumps. Like I said, the planter come through. That'll be a nice seed bed. By the time I run over it with the rotary hoe and the drag 3 times, it's going to be smooth as a garden out here. So we're going to keep after it. Bob's over. He's finishing up the, well, he's almost going to have my other 50-acre patch finished up. There'll be like 10 acres over there yet, and then we're going to be switching gears, going into planting, getting all the organic planted, and so he's going to be running this, and I'll be running the planter. So see how far I can go sitting here recording. I'm not getting anything done. That being said, I'm going to get back after it. Jesus, hey, wash these windows again. Spreading manure and stuff, you get shit all over them, huh? Crap. Well, back here at the house. Spring here. All of their welds broke off of that for whatever reason. My luck, that's why. I added some metal, put a bunch of farmer welds on there. We'll see. Hopefully it's stronger than it was. Here's this hitch back here. I just added some metal to that too. Noticed it was starting to flex a little bit. So I just added some scrap metal. I didn't do anything fancy. Didn't even cut my ends off. Don't really care. Tell you what, that welder has paid for itself. Well, if we did anything here, we made it nice for turning around. That's for sure. This doesn't turn too bad with both of these. I kind of designed that hitch thinking about that, hoping that I'd be able to turn pretty sharp with it, and it worked out pretty good, so happy with it. Got a little bit left in this field. Bob called me on the radio. He blew a hydraulic line in the back of the 7301 over there finishing up plowing, of course. So once he gets that off, I gotta go get a hose to replace that, and then come back and relieve him. He's gonna take this over. Just another day in paradise, right? But anyway, at some point we'll be getting some planting done. Probably not going to happen until tomorrow now, but it is what it is. I got enough time to get it done before the rain comes, so off we go. Just a fun little game that I like to play on the channel called Where's the Big Alice? I bet you'll never guess where the Big Alice is. .426 wants to be a freight train, I'm telling you. It will pull it faster, guys, but 5 miles an hour is just as fast as you want to go across the plowed ground like this. Could have been disc once this way. I feel finishing the opposite. Actually, I think he's pulling in a gear lower than I have been, actually. No way he can be going 5 miles an hour. Oh well. I cannot complain one bit about this thing. I can't wait to see what it does in a field that's not heavy clay. Just lovely. A couple of my better investments in the farm, I must say. Now we're going about 6.5 in this field. The ground is different. It's just, like I said, this isn't heavy clay. Gotta put you down. Okay, so what I was saying was, that other field's real heavy clay, and it never plows up as smooth. This field isn't. This is after one disking, and now one pass with that, and it's ready to play. So makes me happy. We're gonna keep after it. Bob's got the 7301 fixed finally, and he's over there trying to get that other. Well, he's probably got about 15 acres left now, and as you see, it's going to be nighttime. Hopefully he gets his lamp set before it gets dark, that way he can finish up. As you can see, it's a little clumpy yet, but what I'm worried about is what's in the row here. And by the time that planter comes through, I said this before, you got a nice broken up seed bed. So that planter is a cultivation device in itself, something a lot of people don't think about. And all of these clumps, they'll get broke up as I'm rotary hoeing, dragging, and all that fun stuff. And then, you notice my fields are never perfectly level. But the thing of it is as soon as I hit that cultivator and I put 18 inch, geez, I put 6 to 8 inch ridges in with that cultivator, it really doesn't matter at that point. All this does, especially on the hills that we plow across, on the fields that we plow across the hills, it really helps with runoff, because you got, well, they're kind of, I guess they're man-made water breaks to disperse it to go across the hill instead of keep going down the hill. And what happens is they catch your sediment and everything, and you don't get nearly the runoff. I've noticed it was completely accidental that it happened like that, mainly because of plowing and starting off with junk equipment. And especially this field, the disc that I had the first year was not the best, and it didn't help matters much at all. But anyhow, everything's pretty much going good. That problem over there, and I want to adjust this marker just so it's a little bit more aggressive, and get this field done. It's 11 acres here, and then I got 24 acres next to the house, the plow day field, and I'll have all of the organic planted, which is where I wanted to be. We got thunderstorms coming tomorrow and the next day, so this is right where I wanted to be, was getting this done, and hold our fingers crossed that the planter holds up, and Bob's over field finishing in that other field, and like I said, just hold our fingers crossed that everything works out. One more thing I'd like to add to that is them are road cleaners or whatever. Well, you guys know that, I know, but getting those set right is really important for kind of helps to push those clumps out of the way, you know what I mean. Cleans the row out, just what that says that they do, right? But every field, it just gets adjusted a little bit different, heavy clay and soft dirt and stuff, and like the dirt fields that break up really good, they don't really need to do much. So anyway, I just wanted to add that. That's another reason why the seed bed turns out so nice in front of this planter, is because whoever had this before actually welded those on there and added those brackets. So I sure appreciate that. Got that patch done. It goes really fast. Now if you see the dirt right up there, that's the next field I gotta go to. It's right there. I can almost spit to it. Because of this train bridge right here, I've got about, I don't know, 5-mile journey around to get back to that. So off I go. Hi ho, hi ho. Look at it. It's right there. There's Bob. That's how we roll around here. We just break plows off and all of that fun stuff. Right here along this, it's hard. It never got plowed last year. And then we were working the fire around here, so we packed it even more. Just snapped them right off. Looks like it bent the arm, which it's not a huge deal to get another one, but oh no, I guess it didn't bend it. No, I was just looking at it wrong. What's that? Trying my best to hold the camera straight. Bouncing around in this cab, plowed ground, it's not exactly easy. But look at that. Hey, that's sexy mother trucker. Oh jeez. Now that I said that, I kind of feel like that might have came out wrong. I was talking about the tractor, guys, not Bob. I don't know, I do have some female viewers. I guess maybe a couple of you might think Bob's sexy, but you know, he's yeah, not my slice of pie. How about that? Maybe I just started the whole thing. I rammed that. You guys can get your own sexy Bob bugs and stuff. Wouldn't that be? I'd probably end up having to give them away one day. Well, I'm gonna keep bouncing around the cab. Sure would be nice if this would amount to some sort of rain. We've had an 80% chance of thunderstorms all day. It's like 7 o'clock now, as you can tell. There's no water, and it's just been windier than all get out. You can look at this tree. Been real interesting spreading manure. Right here is our fire spot. How much we packed it while we were pulling the trees out of here, but it was worth it to get all this tree line out. That's for darn sure. But anyway, I hope it rains. That'd be great. Got 100 acres planted already, and it would be nice to get some water on it. This will dry out, and I'll be able to get after it in a couple days. That's not a problem. Plus, some of these spots that we plowed up this year, I'd like to get rained on and come across it with that field finisher again. It'll be real nice. But it's not too bad right now. Worked out pretty good. And that was that was just with my disc. That wasn't with the soil finisher yet. So make life a little bit easier to spread on it. With the timing the way that it is now, I shouldn't have a timing issue on getting it worked in and planted. But as you can see, the clay spots would be nice to get a little bit of rain on this right here, and then once come over with that soil finisher and that crumbler, it's going to be real nice. I'm going to quit live and get back to work. So I was doing the math here. The spreader holds right at 13,000 pounds. And this is the 6th scoop going in here. So it's kind of crazy to think about that that little loader handles 2,000 pounds like that every scoop without a problem. Well, it's a little bit less than 2,000, I guess, because right here he'll be able to get another small scoop in it, but still, that's pretty impressive for old Mighty Mouse there. I think that's what I'm going to start calling it. I like Old Yeller too. Old Yeller's good. Our storms yesterday turned into 1/10 of an inch, by the way. So that's whatever. I can spread manure, but sure would have liked to get a little bit more rain on the organic ground out there that's planted already. Probably seen enough of this though, haven't you? Alright everyone, I know this video jumped around quite a bit, but basically this was my whole month of May wrapped up into some small clips, and at this point I've got 17 acres yet to plant. And the only reason it's not planted is because I don't have manure. But we finally got rain. We got almost 2 inches of rain yesterday, which is just great. Everything that I got planted, it needed it. And by the time it dries out, should be plenty of moisture to plant the last 17 acres. But you see what we're up to here. This engine's getting whole kit and caboodle. Bob rolled in new bearings the other day while I was out spreading manure. So it's got new bearings, new bushings in all 6 rods, cylinder kit obviously, which brings me over to the head. The head has completely been rebuilt. Had the machine shop put new guides, new seats, and plane it obviously. And then I put the new valve train kit, that's springs, valves, and clips. So it should be like brand new as well. Valve train kit, Bob's working on the oil pump right now. And I'm getting ready to slap the head on here with Bob's help, obviously. He's going to tell me he's busy, but anyhow, this is where we'll end this video. He's just giggling over there. This is where we're going to end this video. I appreciate everybody for watching. In the next video, I'm going to be running this on the weed zapper, getting the rest of everything planted, and just kind of wrapping up spring field work. Got some custom work to do with this tractor. Pretty much as soon as it gets dry enough to drive through their fields. So get it back together or get it running, and the weed zapper should be a good break-in for it, right? Well, thanks for watching everybody. Hope to catch you on the next one. Just like that.